In the HTML series, what we looked at was how to build a page that looked a bit like this, and I mentioned that this is the school website with the styles taken off. So how do we write these styles and what can we do with them? That's what this series of videos is going to be about. So we've got our web page, which at the moment looks kind of okay, but it needs a bit of a boost. So I'm going to add styles into this page here. Now you can add styles in 3 different ways. You can add an inline style, you can add a style inside the page, so an internal style sheet, or an external style sheet. I'm going to show you the first 2 of those. Firstly, what we can do is we can style a particular element. So if I take this H1 element here, this top level heading that we can see over on this side, I can say style equals, and then I can give style commands in here. So I'm going to say color is red, followed by a semicolon. So color, note, is spelt the American way, so it's going to turn it red. And let's have text, decoration, underline. Now this is a really bad idea. Underlining things on the web makes people think they're links, so please don't underline anything. I'm just showing you this example. So what this does is it applies these styles to this element and this element only. So if I save that and I refresh this, you can see that it's done exactly that. It's got our same page, but it's styled the text here with red and underline. I'm going to show you where you can get a list of these style declarations so you can start to have a look at which styles you can write for yourself. Now that's the inline way of doing it, but if you had a lot of H1s in this document, you'd be repeating yourself again and again and again, and if you wanted to change it, you'd have to change it each time you wrote an H1. There's not much good in that. So what instead I'm going to do is I'm going to add up here a style element to the head section. And this is where we start writing a thing called style sheets. So I am going to say P for paragraph. This is known as the selector. So I'm saying for every paragraph in this document, I want you to apply the following styles. And I'm going to say color blue, semicolon, next line. And then I'm going to do margin left 10 pixels, and then underneath that let's just have font family Arial, just like that. So I save it, and then when I refresh this, you can see that it's actually changed every single paragraph in the document. It hasn't changed the headings, and it hasn't changed the list, because these are not paragraphs. So the selector does your work for you. Now if I wanted to change the list as well, what I could do is I could put a comma and then li, and then it will apply it to both paragraphs and list items. So let's see that, and you can see that both paragraphs and list items have that put on. I'll show you some more CSS tricks next time, but have a look at the W3 Schools CSS website. I'll put the link up in the next video.